Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Torres, he's in at the point. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then there's Muhammad. And it's James in at the small forward.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
It's been a slow start here for Utah. It's a 5-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
Well, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And Lynn comes to help. Young dishes to Lopez. No good. So Utah will take it the other way. Here's Burks. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's G. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And don't forget about
that jam. I mean, just beautiful. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Here's Favors. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. James with the bucket. James has got his second basket of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The Jazz with another miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Hayward goes in. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Muhammad. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Torres. It's deflected. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now here's Lynn. Defended by Torres. Burks can't get it to go.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Outside, Lynn. Hayward outside. 5 on the clock. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lead.
LeBron kicks to G. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Up top, Burks. He's covered by Torres. Favors with a wide open look. Another miss by Utah.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
Quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure... That's not been the case here lately.
So for the Nets, Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Young. And Levine subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. They get a hand on it. Anderson outside. Plenty of space. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Burke, the pass to Anderson. That one falls coming off Burke's speed.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Here's Torres. Utah with the rebound. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
And Pekovic kicks to Levine. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And that one's good. 12 points for Freak.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Favors. Up and in on the layup.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Portis, the pass to Torres. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Man, how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
Goes up on the high post. Offensive rebound. And again, Jarrett Favors. Favors has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the...
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has.
A new group in for the Nets. Lopez, he's checked in for Splitter. Young comes in for Portis. James checked in for Muhammad. And G's subbed in for Archie Goodwin. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Down low, it's Hayward and Favors. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Favors. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Brooklyn. That one drops. He ties it up. Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets.
Yeah, and really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything. It worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He finished with 30 33 points and collected 6 huge rebounds to go with that. He turned in a great performance where it seemed nobody could stop him from taking over. You love to see that as a coach, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
There's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Favors G with the rebound. G's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. To the wing right side. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
Doubled by Torres. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And now we've got a moment to see how the Jazz are doing ranking-wise, Kevin. 2nd in fewest turnovers per game. 3rd in opponent points per game. And they show up also in the top 5 in opponent shooting percentage. That's because they've really made a commitment at the defensive end.
And you gotta love how well they safeguard their offensive possessions. You see the ranking, 2nd fewest turnovers committed. Terrific ball handling and smart passing. Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. From 13, that's good. G's got 20 points. Jazz have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. It's stolen by G. Connects on the 9-footer. G's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. Here's Burks. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got his 6th assist on the night. And here's James outside. No good on that last second attempt there. And a pretty tight look.
Thanks, Kevin.
Here we go now, the start of the 3rd quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Freak in this game, and he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. And he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Paul Westphal. Torres in at point guard. Young out there with Brook Lopez. And it's LeBron James. And it's Muhammad in at the shooting guard. Utah leading by 5. Lynn dishes to Burks. Lopez over to help. Burks with it. Now defended by Muhammad.
WSG.
Lynn's shot is off. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's Torres. And a miss there on the triple. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things
Our bet you play park. Can't talk to broke.
Clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed. That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Doris Burke has it up there. Doris?
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Favors. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make.
I fan you only flame my career or you be playing park.
In this one, back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And Muhammad kicks to G, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Stolen by Exum. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you could see right there why he does.
And that one's good by G.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Nets trail by 5. Pass to Portis. Here's G, defended by Lynn. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Muhammad, another one falls for Brooklyn.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Jazz leading by 3. Exum kicks to Hayward. And it's Exum in the corner. And there's the pass to Williamson. And a wide open look for Lynn. From outside, off the mark.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
No one near James as he lets it go. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Exum passes to Hayward. And it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And he gets it to go. And it's now only a 1-point Jazz lead.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Passes to Williamson. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Brooklyn making some changes.
Like and sub homies.
And the game still closely contested. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Here's Exum. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Exum. And it's Williamson in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Burks kicks to Hayward. Shot clock at 5. To tie it up. Burks can't get it to go.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And that one's good. 6 points here for Thaddeus Young.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Hayward goes in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Jeremy Lin comes in for Burks. LeBron's checked in for Brooklyn. Fires from the wing. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the chart.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And stolen by Hayward. Outside, Lin, the trade. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. James dishes to Lopez. And stolen by Hayward. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Portis is checked in for Brooklyn. Williamson, the basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists in the game.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And that one's good by G.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And that one's good by Favors.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Torres. Here's Portis. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it back.
That drops.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
And Muhammad has it in the corner. To the inside. Here's Torres. Drilled from 11 feet out. G's got 12 points here in the second half.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Hayward goes in. Favors. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. They've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Alec Burks checked in for Utah. Kicks it to Muhammad. Portis, the pass to Torres. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Fires from deep. Good. G's got 39.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He told his guys, listen, we've got to make the most of every opportunity right now. We can win this game, but it's all about making every single possession count. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. G's got 41.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Burks kicks to Favors. A shot by Hayward, wide open, rebounded by the Nets. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. James dishes to G. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
What a performance. Just look at the game for G. He's got 41 points, and he's sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Hayward goes in. Here's Favors. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket. Yeah, great and one there. Those are the kinds of plays they need to keep making if they're going to erase this deficit.
Shoots from 14, and that one's good by G. G's got 45 points.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
It's stolen by G. All alone, rips down the breakaway slam.
That couldn't have gone better for him. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish it off in style, and I like that type of aggressiveness.
And I got to say, I didn't expect them to play it that way. I mean, a great steal, and then to put the pedal to the metal.
Shooting for Utah, Williamson.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. Good on both.
He was very composed on that trip to the stripe. He's close to being a one-possession game now.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Latrey, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. G's got 50 points.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
To the paint. Here's Favors. Lopez with the block. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And the fans already heading for the exits. Clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Finished off the break. And the Nets lead by 13.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Lynn from long range. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, LeBron, after a first half that looked like it could go either way, what was the difference maker down the stretch in this game?
Well, defensively, we stepped up. That's what it's all about with our team. We know we get stops, we get a better opportunity to get a win and execute offensively.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Target Center. Looking at Minnesota, a strong stretch of play for this team, winning 6 of their last 7. They're playing at a
And it's the Nets on a road trip for this one. An interconference game today, looking for the win. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Taking a look at Minnesota. They've put it all together over the course of their last 7 games. They've only had 1 loss over that span.
And keep in mind, just the 2-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, given the way things went for them in that game, I'll bet they wish they could play them more than just twice. But we'll see if they feel that way once this game's over.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Torres. He's in at point guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. And it's LeBron James. And it's Muhammad in at the 2 spot. No one near James as he lets it go. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Joseph dishes to Matthews. Bosch sets the pick for Matthews. Bosch high post, wide open, and the jumper is on the mark. Bosch has got his first points in this one.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Torres. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Lights out here right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Now here's Joseph. Tight defense on him, and the foul called on 3. That's his first foul. Feeds it to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
LeBron against Wiggins. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to James. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Matthews, no one around him. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. LeBron kicks to G, shoots. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Here's Joseph. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Over in the corner, Matthews. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The 9-foot shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And it's 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Matthews. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. And he gets it to go.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's G after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. G, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Goes back up, and he gets it to go. Matthews has got 5 points so far.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And Wiggins throws it down.
Quick hands on the steal and then just bad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Now here's Joseph. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Passes it to Bosch. Over in the corner, Matthews. Clock at 6. Can't hit. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys.
Let me hear it.
The Nets with the lead. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Torres, he's in at the point. Portis is out there with LeBron James. And there's Pekovic, and it's Levine in at the 2. Now here's Rivers, following the miss by Freak. A nice shot by Black.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Torres. Good, and the assist goes to James. That's 10 points for Freak.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Johnson outside. The dish to Anderson. They swipe it. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Torres. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. G's got 15 points. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Rivers kicks to Johnson. And here's Anderson for 3. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And that one's good by G.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot. And it's really paid off for that during the run.
Now here's Rivers. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's G. The pass to James. Looking for G and gets it there. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. G's got 20 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
That bucket in no time at all. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Stolen by Anderson. And the foul called on Freak.
Another foul to give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And a new group in for the Nets. Brook Lopez is checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Splitter comes in for Portis. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for James. And it's Muhammad in for Levine. Now here's Joseph. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Pass to Muhammad. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez with the bucket.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's Towns. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Joseph, the pass to Matthews. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Nice open look, but it's no good. Nets leading by 7. Young outside. Here's Torres, and the layup's good off the glass. G's got 22.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor.
Quickest hands in the NBA.
Hit into them on the perimeter.
The fourth spot held by the Nets.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really got after it on that end of the floor.
Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. 1:51 left here in the second. Doubled by Torres. Kicks it to Wiggins. Here's Towns. At balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And it's 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He had 52 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him, shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. And for us, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got to ride him for as long as he'll carry. That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
And it's checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 10. It's hauled in by Goodwin.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Muhammad uses the glass to finish the layup. Muhammad's got his first bucket of the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Matthews goes in. Here's Wiggins. Plenty of space. Makes no mistake on the open shot. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Goodwin with 4 seconds on the clock. That's good on the jump shot. Goodwin's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he can't.
All right, men, we've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play. They look absolutely helpless out there to
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Corey Joseph is out there with Matthews. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Joseph. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Wiggins outside. Right side Bosh. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Portis, he's checked in for Young. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. Here's Torres, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Well, it's a big bonus when you get effective outside shooting from your big men like these guys over the past 10 games. Chris Bosh on top.
And maybe most of the time a coach doesn't want to see his center or power forward drifting away from the hoop, but that's not the case with him.
It most certainly is not. I mean, when your three-point shot is that reliable and that lethal, I mean, you have to use it if you've got a guy on your team that can shoot it like that. Maybe they sacrifice some size in the paint when he goes outside, but they're usually 3 points richer because of it.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Wiggins drives in. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Take a look at what Wiggins has done. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
James Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Austin Rivers comes in for Corey Joseph. Here's Torres, the 15-footer, good. G's got 35.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Austin Rivers. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from Torres. G's got 10 points in the quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
It's Anderson with the drive. Good, and Bosh picking up the assist.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's LaVine. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Anderson, and laid in to finish the break.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Brooklyn with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Wiggins dishes to Johnson. That 3 off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Wiggins following the basket by Freak. Johnson left side. The kick out to Anderson. Bosh, no one around him. Brooklyn with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 8.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Anderson. It's rebounded by Portis.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Nets passing it around. Fires for 3. And that one's good by G. G's got 42 in the game.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Johnson outside. Stolen by Levine. 14 feet away. And it's James missing. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Johnson, wide open. He fired. Hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night. Nets leading by 23. Torres, the pass to Portis. G kicks to Levine. Pass to G, beyond the arc. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Wiggins. Got a piece of it.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
To the left side wing. Here's Torres. There's the bucket. Good. G's got 44.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
On the wing, Wiggins. He's got 10. Again, Wiggins missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one's good by G.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't.
All right, target center, coming out of the court now are your Timberwolves answers.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's G. Setting the floor for the Nets. Torres in at point guard. Young is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Derek Williams. And it's James in at the 3 spot. And Joseph kicks to Wiggins. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. That's him 5 for 12 so far.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
G dishes to Young. Down low. And then G with the jam.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Anderson can't get it to go.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Torres. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. G's got 50 points. Minnesota's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Shoots a fader. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Brook Lopez. And Levine subbed in for James. Rivers kicks to Anderson. Good on the triple.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Dishes it to G. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Talk about a terrific game for G. He has 50 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Black's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Splitter's checked in for Williams. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets. He's checked in for Brooklyn. G comes in for Levine. Wiggins outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Joseph. 4-on-3 break. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist from Joseph.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Here's G. He feeds it to Splitter. Here's Torres. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
Good win, good win, good win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith with a freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the